Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium.
Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go, ready.
They'll start this drive out to the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Warriors 70.
Here's 2nd and 8. Open man down the field. This is Mitchell. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nicky Manwari.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the two defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple.
The Cardinals at 3-6 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
Now they'll run. It's Ken Walker. They'll get this to about the 38. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And the Seahawks first down. A gain of 7. First down. Seahawks.
They go play action here on first down.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
70 line, ready? Reno, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Come on.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Here we go. 68.
2nd and 4. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready. 60 boxes.
Now back to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7.
Cardinals 10, Seahawks 7. Tyler Luke set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
18, rock, get it. 70, Timberwolf, Warriors, 70. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding Walker complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10.
Cardinals 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Saquon Barkley, career touchdown number 136, tying him with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14.
Cardinals 17. Seahawks 14.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on the 1st or 2nd seed come playoff time.
2nd down and 6 now. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now he's going to step up and run. And his throw is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Ready,
so after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Back to 60, back to 60. 19 Lions.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain of 22 yards.
70 Timberwolves.
1st down, Seattle.
Cup 19, Cup 19.
Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
A design run for their wideout. He juked him. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Torrey Horton, a 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks have yet again retaken the lead.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Cardinals 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with second and a couple. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. 2nd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
70 Lions. 70. Hawk 70. Hawk. Ready.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Come on. Come on. Hit. Cougar 19. 79 Broncos.
They'll drop to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. Taking it in.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. In enemy territory.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. 2nd down and 8.
19 tight. Let's go now. 19, 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 44 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
That's good for a Cardinals.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Cowboy 80. Nice. Here we go. Here we go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Second and 10.
Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like when he saw it all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's 4th down.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Steady. Steady.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
A 3-yard loss brings up 2nd and 13 on the Seahawks' 14-yard line.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that pick 6, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick 6, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing again.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, you know, that you see sometimes when they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
Set to kick off.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Here we go, here we go. Buffalo, 19 Tiger. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat. Panther 11, Panther Warrior 70. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Go! Look at 19! 19 right! Back to 60!
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 12 yards.
Back on 80! Back to 60!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, it's Walker. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A gain of 14. First down.
60 Eagles! 60! Back on 80!
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
60 Vikings!
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
79! 79!
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
70 Timberwolves! Get it! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Hey, Crash! Big Lion! Ready!
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Come on, come on.
Back to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Here we go. Set. Ready,
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now this time he'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Cardinals 24.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Let's go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
60 by 6. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Cardinals first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
41-yard line.
Let's go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Able to slither by. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Here we go. Start. 18. Cowboy 80.
2nd and 15. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 23-yard
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Come on.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Pass complete there to Harrison. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
First down.
Hawk 70,
First
Hawk
and
70.
10 at the 33-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
First and 10 at the 43-yard
Here we
line.
go. Here we 7 Pirates, 70 Lions. Ready?
Now back to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Down the left sideline. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A little juke. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go now.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Get it. Ready, right?
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Bronco 80. Dragon 60.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Here we go, shot. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
2nd and 11. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's out.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And now they'll shift things around.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And less than a yard.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Come on.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
18 Cardinals. Ready.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain there of 21 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
On the ready. Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
The try here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Seahawks 70, Cardinals 24.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
38-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one, maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
70 Lions. Ready.
Here's Barkley. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
Let's go now. Hawk step, Cowboy 80.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And some room to maneuver. Now he's free at the 35. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. Now they'll change things around before the snap. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third and goal.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Got it.
Well,
Ready?
they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Cougar 19. Ready?
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Liking, check, hurt.
He'll drop to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Big Lion. Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point right down the middle.